years old, beaten to death and nobody saw a thing. I know you're scared, but we can protect you.
This isn't just some random attack.
Someone's trying to kill us all. We don't know why and we don't know who it is.
What if Tower Block's biggest twist wasn't in the script, but hidden in a single frame? Today, we're exposing the secret even the director tried to bury. The story begins in London, where large tower blocks were built after World War II to provide people with housing. Over time, no one took care of these buildings, and they began to deteriorate. Residents slowly left, and soon the tower blocks became havens for gangsters. Authorities tried several times to demolish them, succeeding with some, but others remained because people refused to leave or due to gangster threats. One such tower block was Sentry House, which was reportedly destroyed once the last floor was vacated. One night, a boy named Nick was seen running from a group of goons. To escape, he rushed into Sentry House. Since the lift wasn't working, he climbed the stairs to the top floor, knocking desperately on doors for help. Everyone ignored him, closing doors and even adding extra locks. When the goons caught up, they began beating him right outside Vicki's apartment. She tried calling the police, but they weren't picking up. Afraid something terrible would happen, she stepped out to help, but the men assaulted her as well. Before fainting, she saw Nick being dragged away. The next morning, police arrived and discovered Nick's dead body inside the building. They began investigating and questioned Vicki, hoping she could identify the attackers. She denied knowing anything, insisting her injuries came from fall. The detective pressed her, pointing out that her wounds suggested she tried to intervene. He even offered her police protection, but she shut the door in his face. Frustrated, he realized no one in the building was willing to speak up. Months passed. Life in Sentry House was strange. A gangster regularly came by to collect taxes from residents. Vicki refused to pay, showing her fearless nature. A couple, however, gave money for protection. Two boys often sought her help, while another neighbor was an alcoholic who lived alone. Another woman frequently left her children with Vicki so she could go out and party, sparking conflict between them. Despite government demolition notices, no one wanted to leave the building. Residents even paid goons to avoid the authorities. One morning, the internet and phone lines in the building were suddenly cut off. No one could communicate with the outside world. As Vicki sat laughing and having breakfast with a friend, a gunshot rang out. Blood splattered across her face. Her friend had been shot dead. A sniper from the opposite building was targeting apartments on the top floor. One by one, people were killed or injured. Families panicked, some attempting to escape through windows. The corridors were filled with terrified residents. Vicki urged everyone to leave, but the lift was broken. One boy carried his shot father, begging for help. His mother, bitter, refused assistance, saying no one had ever protected them. An old woman stepped in, using alcohol and a cloth as first aid. Soon, a neighbor who always partied emerged crying. Her children had been killed. Another woman dragged herself out, severely wounded, only to die soon after. In one apartment, a grieving husband broke down beside his wife's body. Vicki and Daniel risked crawling inside to pull him out. Meanwhile, she noticed Curtis, a lazy neighbor, hadn't come out. She and Paul went inside and found him sleeping. At first, Curtis thought they were enemies, but when he pulled back his curtain, a sniper bullet tore through his pillows, proving Vicki was telling the truth. He reluctantly joined them. Everyone began speculating about the sniper. Some thought he was a developer trying to clear the building. But Vicki argued otherwise. This was professional. The power outages, cut communication, and advanced sniper rifle suggested military-level planning. She proposed using emergency stairs, but they were exposed, making them easy targets. An old man suggested waiting, but the wounded needed a hospital. Others debated escape routes through the back door, only to discover it was blocked by a massive container. Blame and fear spread. Vicki's leadership made others look to her for ideas. One woman suggested a rope from a clothesline or a fire hose. They also discovered strange emoji symbols left by the sniper, sparking theories of revenge for Nick's death. When questioned, Two young men admitted under duress that they killed Nick over money. Enraged, Curtis exposed them to the sniper, who shot them both. Chaos escalated. Some tried to fire escape. At first, a mother and son descended safely, but moments later, both were shot dead. Daniel attempted to escape using a metal shield, but was killed too. Desperate, Paul volunteered to climb down with tied ropes. Vicki comforted him, but as he descended, the sniper cut the rope with bullets, sending him to his death. Broken, Vicki lost hope, but Curtis kept her alive. They decided to burn the floor, hoping someone outside would notice. Curtis rigged apartments with alcohol, stoves, and even a microwave explosion. Flames spread quickly. As the building burned, the developer arrived with his guards, but was immediately killed by the sniper, who revealed himself inside the building, masked and armed with smoke grenades. Vicki overheard his conversation and realized the sniper was none other than the detective who had investigated Nick's murder months earlier. His motive: revenge on those who failed to help bring justice. To him, everyone was guilty for staying silent. Becky confronted him, calling out his hypocrisy for killing innocent people, including children. A tense fight followed. At one point, Becky nearly shot him, but Curtis warned her that killing would turn her into a murderer too. The detectives seized the moment, attacked, and nearly killed them. With no choice left, Becky grabbed a nail gun and struck him fatally. At the end, Becky, Curtis, and the old man emerge alive but injured. The fire brigade finally arrived as smoke consumed the building. The movie closed with them leaving the nightmare behind. Yes, in one frame, the so-called random sniper is shown carrying the same detective's notebook we saw at the start of the film. That single shot secretly reveals his identity long before the ending twist, but most viewers missed it. So, genius twist or total nonsense? Fight it out below, and if you spotted a detail we missed, drop it in the comments. Prove us wrong. Be subscribed to enjoy more movies. Our next recap will blow your skirt up.